Dharma Path presents Buddhist teaching, how non-attachment can save your relationship. Hey, I'm Ted Vieira, and welcome back to Dharma Path. Today, I want to talk about something that sounds a little scary at first, but actually it might be one of the healthiest ideas you can bring into a romantic relationship. It's the Buddha's teaching of detachment. When most people hear that word, they think cold. They think distant, not caring, or even just giving up on love. But that's not what the Buddha meant at all. In fact, I'm starting to believe that detachment might be one of the best things for modern love. Sounds weird, huh? Because if we're honest, modern relationships comes with a lot of anxiety. We worry about, are they losing interest? Why haven't they texted back? What if they leave? What if I'm just not enough? And the strange thing is, the more we cling to love, the more fragile it starts to feel. What detachment is, and what it's not. Let me start by clearing something up. In Buddhism, detachment does not mean that you stop loving. It doesn't mean you become emotionally unavailable, you stop caring, or you just walk away from relationships. Detachment simply means you stop trying to own the person that you love. You stop trying to control who they should be, how they should feel, or how long they should stay. Here's a simple way to think about it. Attachment says, I need you to be a certain way so that you fit into my standards. Detachment says, I love you, and I want you to be who you truly are. That's a very different kind of love. The Buddha's teaching behind this. One of the Buddha's core teachings is that clinging, it's a root of suffering. In the Second Noble Truth, he teaches that suffering comes from tanha. Craving, grasping, holding too tightly. And in relationships, we crave a lot of things. We crave certainty, permanence, guarantees, emotional security. But love, like everything else in life, it's impermanent. People change, feelings change, circumstances change, and when we try to make something permanent that's naturally changing, that's when suffering begins. And it's not because that love is bad. No. But we're asking love to do something that it can't do. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that all love will fade. No. If you let it, it may grow stronger. How attachment hurts modern love. All right, let's talk about how this shows up in real life. Attachment, it often looks like love, but it feels more like fear. It can show up as constantly checking your phone, needing reassurance over and over, overthinking every message, feeling jealous when there's no real reason, or getting anxious when your partner just needs space. And slowly, without realizing it, love becomes a place of tension. Not peace, not joy, but fear. And here's something important. Most relationship suffering, it doesn't come from a lack of love. No, it comes from trying to make love permanent, trying to make love predictable, and completely under our control. No, man, we want to live more freely. What healthy detachment actually looks like. So what does healthy detachment look like in a romantic relationship? It looks like this. You love deeply without needing to own. You care without trying to control. You commit without demanding guarantees. This kind of love is lighter. It's freer and surprisingly more stable. Because it's not built on fear, it's built on appreciation. It's built on presence. A simple but powerful quote from the Buddha. There's a beautiful line attributed to the Buddha that fits perfectly here. The root of suffering is attachment. That's simple, it's direct, and very true. But here's the part that people often miss. The Buddha didn't say that the root of suffering is love. He said the root of suffering is attachment. Love itself isn't the problem. No, clinging is the problem. Believe it or not, detachment makes love deeper. All right. Here's that beautiful paradox. When you stop clinging, love actually becomes deeper. When you're not constantly afraid of losing someone, you listen better. You appreciate more. You argue less defensively. You become more patient, and you enjoy the present moment instead of worrying about the future. Detached love. It's not distant, it's present. It's fully present. It's the most intimate love that there is. Okay, here's a simple practice that you can try. Let me offer you a very simple reflection that you can try this week. Next time you feel anxious in a relationship, pause for a moment. Gently ask yourself, is this love or is this attachment? Just notice it. And you don't have to judge it, right? Just breathe and remind yourself, I can love without clinging. I can care without controlling. Over time, this changes everything. All right. Love and detachment. Let's go ahead and close this up. So here's the quiet truth the Buddha was pointing to. Detachment, it doesn't make love weaker. No, it makes love stronger. It makes love stronger because loving without clinging means you're choosing love not out of fear, but out of freedom. And maybe that's the kind of love we're all really looking for. Hey, if this reflection resonated with you, man, I would love it if you would share this with someone you think needs this right now. And if you want more teachings like this, where, ancient wisdom meets modern life, go ahead and subscribe. For dharmapath.net, I'm Ted Vieira, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Thanks.